But that is central research, so I would assume that is the correct place. Upgrade shield to unleash it in a powerful blast that will stagger some enemies. Hello, there's a spoiler for the upgrade. Or at least one of them, I think. Does shield have 2 upgrades? Unleash it in a powerful blast that will stagger some enemies. That sounds pretty good. Maybe I should consider putting points into that. Potentially. Was there a door I couldn't get through here or something? Oh, you're not happy. Okay. I expected that ground slam thing to do a hell of a lot more damage than it did. It did piss all damage. Piss all damage. Oh. Hello. That went well. Dr. Darling's office. Did we go in here? Did we never go in here? Darling budget request. Dear Dr. Darling, I suspect my colleague Dr. Harrington has already contacted you asking for an increase in her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel, all fuss but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Yours in admiration, Dr. Abraham Lewis. He's trying to bribe Dr. Darling to get a budget increase. What a prick.
Regarding HRAs.
Can't believe I've never
What are they for?
looked at these. Astral plane. The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential receptacle, determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious, would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the something and the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. Our dimension was once part of that astral plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed and now the two are linked solely through the objects of power. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully the truth will emerge. I was reading that as fact, but those were the additional theories. Okay. One theory was that objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by an astral entity. Another was our dimension was once part of the astral plane. Right, okay, got it. I was reading that as though it was...
And what's the deal with the Hadron resonance anyway?
He's drunk.
Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations.
This is
while
really
you're
recent.
wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified not water might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding. We're making more.
Is that going to replay? Is that going to roll around again? It wouldn't let me, like normally when you get one of these you can press it and it will come up in your collectibles, but that one isn't. Oh wait, no, it is. It's just not on the collectibles tab. Look, there's no red triangle above collectibles. Maybe I moused over it accidentally? Let's watch the first bit again. Because we only saw the second half.
I've been fielding questions recently.
Man, he's really tired. Maybe he wasn't drunk, maybe he's just tired.
Do you always need to wear them?
Oh, there is drink next to him. That's probably the malt that the dude left on his desk.
What's the deal with the head-run resonance anyway? Fuck. Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not modern.
Hang on, is this the bit we've already... That's only... Was there still a minute left after that?
Or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless what...
Yeah, I guess we have. We have seen that. I thought, it didn't seem like that was a whole minute more after that, but I guess there was. Resonance theory. Resonance, it's there but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Something opened the door to a something I've called something. The something emits a force that is far beyond the forces we've previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder. Is resonance the key element in all altered phenomenon? AWEs, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common resonance that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points. What else would the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer this whole time? Curious. So was I supposed to get in here and find this stuff, like, way near the start? I don't understand how I missed this room. Astral plane counter essay. Dr. Darling is insistent... Oh, this is by Emily Pope. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the something, an entity or group of entities that we have little information on, or little that I'm allowed to access. In his written reports, he states that there's a clear link between these objects of power, the board, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are innate, a fact ingrained into the very fabric of objects such as the hotline or the service weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the board, but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact with the board? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director, or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the board is a natural fact and not something more something? Emily is suspicious of the board. And she raised a good point. She raises a good point. I can't... How did I not go up here? How? Does that mean I never went to dimensional research either? Yeah, it looks like I never did. This is all blacked off. I mean, I have to now, right? Unless it's not wait, is it dimensional research that's the main mission? Oh, it is. Huh. So maybe this was off limits before? Okay, well then we're not going this way. Because that's the main mission. These stairs go to here, and here's where we came in, right? That's the lift. Yeah. So that's the lift, and we could have just walked straight up those stairs and into the office, and I just never did. I only looked down. What is wrong with me? How did I completely miss that? That is so strange. I'm normally so thorough. And I'm sure I remember trying to be thorough in this section as well. No, you don't. What? How did you survive that, friend? Oh, it's just a radio. Yeah, we definitely explored this bit, yeah. Oh, I remember now. There's a hole in the floor, isn't there? And I didn't jump down it because I didn't think we'd get back out, but now we have levitation. Although... even with levitation. Yeah, I guess there's platforms. We have arrived at the pit. Well, that's not worrying at all, is it? Not at all. Oh boy. Anything we need to be plugging this into? Oh, there's my picture. Doesn't seem to be anything in the way of collectibles or stuff to interact with. Hi. Are you friendly? I guess they are? Don't care about that.
Careful in there, ma'am. Area's under quarantine. I wouldn't go in
Cheers.
there without talking to Underhill first. Even if you have, I still wouldn't go in.
Is that not Underhill there?
Excuse me?
It is Underhill.
Lost.
You're like, don't go in there until you speak to Underhill, but Underhill's in here, so... Underhill, checking in. Hello, Rhea. How's it going down there? Enjoying the mold so far? Settling back into life with the old FBC? I also wanted to ask how your coffee with Emily went. She's a star on the rise, incredibly bright, extremely intuitive. But I want to hear what you thought of her. I think you two could be very good on a project together. Could learn a lot from each other. Let's get going and chat about it. Let's get together and chat about it soon. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. I'm sure you can't think of anything beside the mold right now. You always were a woman of focus. I always admired that about you. Talk soon, Casper. And Casper is Dr. Darling. Huh. So, he was asking about Emily? So is Emily a recent addition to his team then? Because it doesn't sound like he already knows her at that point. Well, that's going to be the way to go. Threshold Utility Counter-Essay by Dr. Rhea Underhill. Dr. Darling's recently penned essay titled Something contains some glaring omissions I feel I must shine a light on. Firstly, the entire premise of the essay is that the quarry threshold is beneficial to the Bureau, while the mold is actively hostile, to use his words. We cannot determine the worth of these dimensions and their life forms using bureaucratic definitions. Secondly, the mold is much more beneficial than some rock. If the something creating the mold were reconfigured in their purpose, the structures they could build would rival the greatest skyscrapers. The mold's resistance to various strains of disease we've attempted to introduce could be derived into cures? Vaccines? Something like that? Yes, admittedly, this application is more difficult than picking up a rock and gluing it to a wall, but I pause to wonder when the Bureau lost its eagerness for a challenge. Lots of people got issues with Dr. Darling. Like, Dr. Darling's top dog, but people are like reading his work and going, hang about, you're chatting some shit there, mate. Mold threshold. So you want to know how my mold research is getting on, Casper? Here it is. Microscopic organisms similar in appearance to mold construct the architecture of the mold. I do not understand if these X are the original disseminators of the mold or are bidden by some fungal infection. The mold is the most prolific and durable organism I have ever seen. I theorize there is a mold source located somewhere on our side of the threshold, rooted here to accelerate growth in our dimension. I refer to this yet unknown source as Mold 1. The mold produces an enticing aroma to encourage human consumption of itself. It propagates in the chest cavity and quickly subsumes the entire body, seizing control of motor functions. This behavior was not observed when I first arrived, which means the mold has adapted to our presence, targeting our biological imperatives as a way to spread. It is a truly ingenious little thing. A full report will be ready soon. Keep your slacks on. Cool. Now to talk to the lady herself.
Do you normally barge into people's private workspaces?
Yes, as it happens.
She clearly doesn't know who she's talking to.
Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Why? Because of those hiss things the Rangers keep going on about. Haven't you people sorted that out yet? The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
You mean this mold?
Correct. Perhaps you could help me. I require samples of various mold strains, and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Really? Mold samples? I thought this could spell doom.
It could, and it will, whoever you are. The mold is spreading. We need to find the source before it spreads too far.
And these samples will do that?
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended properly, will allow you to travel deeper into the pit, where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Okay. So what do these samples look like?
Similar to the one on my table there. I've made a list of the samples I need. Here. You'll find them throughout the threshold.
I'll take a look. My name's Jesse, by the way.
I'm sure it is.
Okay.
Have you worked with Emily Pope?
Our paths have crossed. Darling arranged for us to have a coffee. A meeting of the minds, he called it. She's talented. I can certainly see her doing well here.
I feel like there's a but coming.
But she's drunk a bit too much of the Bureau's proverbial Kool-Aid. She shouldn't be afraid to forge ahead on her own. Science is skepticism. Everything must be questioned before the truth can emerge.
Okay, what do you think about Darling?
So is Darling your boss?
If you insist on clinging to such outdated hierarchies, then yes. However, I would argue that our fields are too dissimilar for one to manage the other. Of course, Darling would much prefer to find his own miracle solution to the Bureau's fungal frustrations. He always needs to be the hero.
Okay. Underhill's background, your own background, rather?
So tell me again how you came to work at the Bureau?
Well, like I said, I was brought in as a special advisor, a temporary
You didn't
position,
say
you
that.
see. Although that's not the whole truth. I was employed here for a time, straight out of university. After a decade of admittedly fascinating work in threshold research and regulation, I began to chafe under the bureaucracy. I needed a change. Not that academia was so different.
And then the mold happened.
About 4 months ago, yes. Since my departure from the Bureau, they hadn't been able to find my equal in threshold analysis. Darling and I had kept in touch over the years, meeting at conferences and the like. He called me, and I booked a flight. I've never been able to say no to a man with a dangerous alien biosphere. I had to leave my post in the middle of term, but so be it.
So she's a professor. That explains a lot.
And finally, mold hosts.
The mold seems to be having some weird effects on things.
Indeed. Even people are susceptible. The fungus grows rapidly within the chest cavity, killing the host. Luckily, one must ingest the stalks to become infected.
Don't eat the mold. Okay.
We've always cremated the infected bodies after autopsy, but I believe there may be another stage of maturity. A blooming, if you will.
I never thought the word blooming would sound so horrible.
Yeah. Sounds a little bit yikes, doesn't it? Okay.
Thanks for
Good
the
chat.
information.
My pleasure.
You're not going to do a Dylan, are you, and have more to say? Maintenance hiss nodes. No, go away. I hate these things that take up the whole screen. They last a bit too long. Right, there we go. Do you have anything else to say? No. Cool. So, collect 5 mold samples. They're all in the threshold. 1 near corpses, 1 near toilets, 1 near TVs, 1 near staircases, and 1 near the pit. Did I just see? I thought I saw something. Never mind, I guess not. Damn it. Damn it. There we go.
It smells so sweet down here. Something really hungry. I wonder how this mold tastes.
Oh, fuck. That was a drop down. Didn't realise. What's with the music? Pink Flamingo Supplement. Agents noticed a transient commonly found outside the entrance of the Bureau headquarters would carry the item and loudly claim to be responsible for the lack of inclement weather. The frequency of these claims attracted the personal interest of Dr. Darling. In interviews disguised as casual conversations, the transient reported that the item gives me clouds when it's hot and sun when it's not. An event of note occurred during a heavy downpour when the vagrant was witnessed performing a possible ritual with the item. Dr. Darling reported a wait of something seconds before the rain stopped. The vagrant was seized the next day. After something, he was found to possess no something and was released. The item remains in Bureau custody under suspicion of altered status, although this still has not been proven. All known variations of identification formulas have failed to elicit a response from the item. Weird. Okay. Nothing else? Wait, how did I get down here again? Didn't I just drop right down there? Am I losing my mind? How? So I dropped... Ah, there we go. Oh, hi. That was why the music was going weird. Dearie me. Hello.
Are those people?
Yeah. They might be. Not so great, is it? Hello. Corrupted sample. Oh wait, no, that's just a... Yeah, that's just a material. Thought that was something new. Where did he go? Whoa. What was that? Okay, I'm genuinely... Oh, up there. Okay. I think I might be dead. Oh, where did he pop out from? God damn it. I literally looked around to my left to check that he died when he did that thing. And I swear there was no one there. I swear that there was no one there. Okay. Oh, goody, goody, goody. Good! Good, 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 good. I didn't press the levitate button again in time. Good, 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 good. Yes. Hoorah, 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 hooray. Yay, 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 yay. I'm glad that that happened. Surely the loading should be quicker this time. You're loading the place I was already in. You're loading the place you literally just loaded seconds ago. Really, that hurt me, did it? Okay. Excuse me. Not this time, dickhead. No idea if... Oh, hello. Huh. When they're... I didn't realize that kills them. You can kill them just by grabbing them when they're at low health. Do these guys, like, infinitely spawn or something? I can't tell. Can't tell if they're infinitely spawning or not. Ow. Ah, shit. I may have fucked up. Huh. Those guys... I think that's the blooming stage that she was talking about. I believe. Because they have, like, their flowery heads open. And they're shooting lots of projectiles. I think that's what they were talking about. Curios. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Why does standing on that hurt me? Allow that. Oh, is... Oh, come on. Oh, I've got to do that again. Oh. I don't understand. There's no, like, sometimes you can stand on the mold and sometimes you can't. But there's no way of telling when that is. Like, I've stood on mold plenty of times and been dealt no damage, but that one kills you near instantly. I thought maybe it was the gas that was coming out of the hole in the ground, but then I backed away from it and still died, so that cannot be it. I wonder if there's actually anything to see in the... Oh, there is. Ha! In these little side bits, is what I was going to say. And yeah, there certainly is. That's cool. Just kind of curious. I guess that's... was there any lower than that one that I was on? No, that's the one I saw, and then there's none there. Cool, just a little thought. Okay, back we go again. Oh, this checkpoint system. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it is bad. Right, so where do these mouldy boys come from then? If I fire, if I get their attention... Is this not where they spawn? Or do they only spawn if I shoot those things? Or has it saved the fact that I killed them? Well, maybe they're going to spawn now? No? I think it's saved the fact that I've got them. So that's good. See, like here, why can I stand on this mold? Weird. No idea. Or maybe it was just the fact that we were close to that pit and, like, I didn't get far away enough or something. Who knows? Well, at least we can explore a little bit more now. Hello?
One of Underhill's samples.
It's a threshold, kids. But we can't watch it. That's just not fair. I want to watch the threshold, kids. Wait, that's the way we came from, isn't it? It's very dark. Oh, and that comes out there. Okay. I guess through here then. It's all like officey. It's like, oh right, that's nothing, is it? Okay. Like there, it's it says restrooms and stuff. So was this just, oh hello. Was this just a regular part of the bureau and then the mold attacked it and we all had to abandon it? Is that what happened? Or I'm not entirely sure how these thresholds work. Whether they're... Oh. Well, this would have been nice to find. You get what I mean. Like, whether they are additions to the bureau or whether they are... what would the word be? Like, replacements for already there things, I guess. That's just a radio with copyright music on it, so it won't play anything because I turned copyright music off. Shouldn't there be one around here? Didn't it say there'd be one near corpses or something? Hell of a lot of corpses over here. Ah, there we go.
This
That's
must
the
be where
corpse one.
samples.
So the other one says near toilets. Well, I went through that restroom bit and didn't see any. But maybe I just missed it? Seize accelerator. We've got 70%. What's the new one? 72%. Haha. Wait, where's the previous one gone? Oh, that one. Bye. Bye. Evade energy 16. That's 18. That's 19. Shield strength plus 25. Plus 51. Plus 49. I guess that'll do for now. Cool. Alright, so I think I must have just missed it near the restrooms then. Because it says grows near toilets, so you would assume it would be down here somewhere. Ah, up here? There we go.
This looks like a good one.
Walked right on past it.
That's all 5 samples. I should get these back to Underhill.
Well, I'm glad that it didn't respawn all the enemies again. That made that much nicer.